You see, a friend who was watching said he came to the UK and he was wondering how all of us were living in this place. And I was like, well, I understand from the perspective of an American. If you have been living in America, right, for a long time, you will be an American and you will see the world in an American way, which is the big way. Everything in America is big. Their roads are massive. Their cars are like, their houses are just like, here you get. But in the UK, our roads are like smaller. Our houses are like smaller. Everything here, like that. So then I said, if I was to be living in America, because personally I don't like America, I don't think I will ever live there. And it's only for one reason, because of gun. And I actually quickly said, I said, listen, if you say what the Democrats or anti-gun campaigners have said about guns in America and the rest of that, their propaganda is not always like that. And then we who are outside America, we don't sort of see it that way. So if you say, I have become one of those that those propaganda really worked on, you will be right. I don't like guns. I don't. So when I hear about school shooting and the rest of that, I know it's not always like that's how it happens. Yeah, but for me, mentally, I can't live in such place. No matter how beautiful, how attractive it is. But not forgetting the fact that if I was to have gotten American visa and I am in America today, my world view would be different. Here you get. Like my view of what, just same way coming to the UK changed my world view. I got to realize that I am not in Nigeria, far away from all these atrocities, does not mean I am not affected or I won't be affected. But a typical person who is in Nigeria will be wondering, why are you banning you? All of God don't bless all of you now. Instead of you make you just face your life there. Eh? Instead, maybe you just face your life. Leave us here, Jare. Nigeria don't finish. Allah, if I be the one with the UK like this, my ego, I don't go even talk about Nigeria again. I don't go even remember Nigeria again. That is for somebody who is still in Nigeria. You are talking based on your world view. I'm sorry, based on your environment, where you are. It is your environment where you are that will influence how you will see the world. Here, you understand that? So when you leave Nigeria, you will now begin to see it again differently and say, oh, I didn't even know that I could be losing a lot too. As people are counting their losses under this bad government and bad rulership in Nigeria. So I could be affected too. Yes, you will be affected too. But if you are in Nigeria, no, you won't go make your pound sterling. You want to go and make your dollars. You want to go and enjoy that life. But guess what? You will make that money. But you will also learn about the world. And by the time you understand the world better, you will know your place in that world. When you begin to know your place in that world, you will be more brutal than Mayegun. And that is why if you think those who listen to Mayegun all the time, they don't have much to share, they don't have much in common to share with me, and they always come around, it's because we share so much in common. A lot of us are outside Nigeria, we know better now. In fact, a lot of us have discovered that with the way they are already shaping Nigeria, people like us are not expected to come back anymore. Stay where you are. Now eyes don't open. We don't want love now to come back here, come they trouble us here. Because if more of us, for example, something happens and more of us, chunk of us were deported back to that place, there will be trouble in that problem, in that contraption. So we've discovered now that they want the best of us, the best brains, and everybody get out, get jackpot, and never come back so that they can leave the place, the contraption for the low lives, the worst of the society. And that's what you have now, isn't it? So worldview will be different, okay, based on where you are. So somebody, back to the story I was telling you. So someone called me and said, Mayegun, it won't call me Mayegun, call me by my name, Sheyi. Sheyi, there's something we need to do. And I said, what is that? And he said, He made some findings and he discovered that there were some people eh, that have built statue, the statue of, not my statue per se, but they built something like an effigy, right? Which is more or less like me to represent me somewhere in Abeokuta. Sure, you get to. Later, I just feel like maybe that person just loved me and all that. But at the time, I was like, what are they going to do to me? And he said, don't worry yourself. They cannot do anything to you. Now, one terrible work they won't do. So if they finish them, right, all they will do is that, they can take somebody's life. I said, can they do that? They said, yes, they can do it. But don't worry, you are correct, Ijebu. I said, okay, I'm a correct Ijebu. He said, but we are doing something. So I'm going to, what they did, he described it for me. This is what they did, and I'm going to do another one. But this time around, we have to mold you. Mold me, my shigidi. That they fight for me. People won't try to save me. So sometimes when you come here and open your dirty mouth and think you are, because I'm older than you, I'm advising you, you don't know me. So most of things I share with you, they are from my own personal experience, most of them. Then I use other people's experiences, other people's lives to illustrate what I want you to know about this. Okay? Then do shigidi. They do shigidi for me. They send me picture of my shigidi. They say they have done it all. Now anybody where they won't try anything. Any of you won't try anything. Go your village. Go call your village people. Give them my face. Give them my picture. Give them my everything. Record my video. Stay in front of the TV. Oh yeah. Anything where you do to me. Now that shigidi go they go. Now that statue. It did Jebu. I don't know if rain don't beat them. That was like about 6-7 years ago. Here you get. But that person who did that believed that the moment he made me believe that, listen, anybody where they try anything with you, it's not going to reach you. It's going to be going to that shigidi. I said, right. I like that. How many shigidi don't do for you? Inside that same Nigeria. You see what will kill every one of us is the failed system, it's a failed government that will kill Babalawo. Iyaje, you see which, where they run for kidnapper. Somebody said it on this program. Iyaje, ton safun gbomo. Which they run away from kidnapper. You know, say everything don't change be that. Everything don't red be that. So the victimhood of those of you who knows that whether you are Babalawo or Mamalawo or Brother Lawo, if they grab you in this current Nigeria, waiting go deal with you, you feel no see I'm coming. So do not join those who blame others or give excuses in order to be able to avoid the truth. When you do something wrong, when you make mistakes, own it. Yeah, own it. Let people say, oh, what is wrong with you? I'm so ashamed of you. Let them be disappointed in you. In fact, you will remember how they reacted and you will never want to do that again. And then when you see people who give excuses for their failures, for their own failures, you do not cover them. You do not say, maybe he's saying the truth. Maybe not the work of the devil. Until you say, na orogun ya na your mom na your papa's second wife no allow you get job bros at the age of 35 you see they collect pocket money they are telling you now some people they hold your destiny for the family and you believe them. Let's say you go do deliverance here and there, so many rivers they don't take you, so many concussions you have drunk, what do you call it, some of them you have eaten, and so many that dry fast, that wet fast, that whatever fast, nothing kosher. At the end of the day, it can't be like say, oh, but person where they do you don't die. Person where they do you no die. Now the system they do you. A lot of you have hurt or even attacked innocent people because of the way they look. You say, yeah, close your eyes, let us pray. Sir, I have been a graduate for the past 12 years. I have never, in the last 12 years, I can never say I have boldly earned 5,000 naira cash like this in my life. And they told me that it was it is my mom's second wife. My mom's a junior wife that is behind me. That I will never make it in life. You idiots, Now the innocent woman is going to look like is the witch. The innocent woman is going to be the witch after your life, not the system that continue to churn out policies and policies after policies that continue to shrink your economy, close the space of opportunities to the point that a lot of you are leaving your country, leaving Nigeria after spending years acquiring that education and that quali degree that you are holding. Is so useless that you are not bold enough to look at the criminal government that put you in that position. Or your mommy's junior wife. Or your mommy's senior wife. The innocent woman has been carrying that toga. At a point, some of them will just be like, yes, Emini, it's me. I am the one that said you will never born. I took your womb. I cook it. I hate it. Ah, hey, blood of Jesus, no wonder. Auntie Nkechi can never born. Na mama Oche ate her womb. And nobody will believe it. Because Mama Oche don't chop the womb. So she can't have a baby. I have thrown the destiny of Adiola. I have thrown it into the water. It will never make it in life. Adiola's destiny, Tibodo law. He said, no wonder. Adiola is now a drunkard. Somebody who graduated for 12 years, no get job. What do you think is going to be using to cure his depression? Drugs, alcohol, what? No, nobody think that you'll be depressed. Now say you no get job. Since now spiritual problem, they don't have alcohol to ram. I want to borrow sikunlelenu. I know some of my own people where they talk say, we know no sin at depression, they worry them. They said evil people don't put a funnel. You know that funnel where they take when you put on bottle, funnel, arrow. They say, this world though, I know like you. This world is not easy. They don't finish that guy. He's the best student. He's the best student, best graduating student in the school. Look at him now. He's now a drunkard. People didn't know that the best student that couldn't find a job is living in poverty and is asking himself, why? How did I end up here? Depressed, resulted into drug or alcohol. But no, somebody somewhere don't change his destiny. They don't throw him inside water. And then you go see another say, Nami Dua, your destiny. I collected your destiny when I gave you apple. I gave you apple when you are 7 years old. I say, I remember when she gave me apple. I gave you apple. After you ate the apple, I collected your destiny. You can never be anything in life. I'm the one who killed your wife. It's not cancer. I am the one who killed your wife. The doctors cannot tell what is happening to your wife. And she died. Killed her. Forgetting the fact that the woman that died, nobody even had a chance of diagnosing her. There's no money to take her to a proper hospital to discover what was killing her. Nobody knew. They were using every other medication to heal her, and eventually she died. Maybe she died of cancer, died of something else. But somebody don't stand up and say, I kill her. Your son that is coming back from service, driving and traveling on that dangerous road, being driven by the public transporter that you have no idea what they have done in caring for their own vehicles. Most of those vehicles are supposed to be off-road, never to be seen on the road anymore. But those are the buses that your family members, your children, every one of us jump into to get from one place to another, right? Then one day, your son is coming back, or his son is coming back from his youth service. Boom, accident. Everybody died. They say, after we spend so much money to send him to school, they don't kill him. Who killed him? Village people don't kill him. People we don't like him, Papa. Not the useless government that continue to give you substandard things. Not even when you have an accident that you'll be able to actually get real medical care. You don't think that. Village people don't suffer. And I have people in the village. I grew up with old people. I see them all the time. But no, they told you, they use religion to point you, change your direction. Instead, may you face the real criminals where they change and, alter your lives. They say, no. Are you wow? Are you now saying that we could say somebody want to argue? I'm not saying there is no this or no that. I am just saying the real aye that is after your life, your destiny, your safety, your prosperity, your everything. They are those criminals that you see in your posters, your governors, your lawmakers, your traditional rulers, your elites, your presidents, and all of these guys. They are the evil spirits that you have been spending so much energy to pray against. You can't even describe it. Where is our evil spirit? Our evil spirit. Blood of Jesus. Blood, oh yeah. Die. And then the following day, the while I remain, evil spirits no die. Spirits come be like, say, now stubborn spirit. We have to do a 7 days. There's no spirit after your lives. The people that are behind you living in darkness, lack of infrastructure, they are human beings. You see them all the time. Some of you have them as your role models. They are your leaders. They are your pastors. They are your imams. Yeah, they are your sheikhs. These are people that have been used to make you believe that an imaginary spirit just chose you to punish. I mean, why would they choose me? Evil spirit, go and choose another person, not me. Go to another place. The real evil spirit is the criminal politician that told you it will give you road, it will give your children education, it will keep you safe, okay? And it will provide a real good job for your wards, your children, then build on you after getting that power. And that is the real evil spirit. When you pray, those are the spirits you pray against. When you go to Mecca to throw the stone against, to throw stones at the shaitan, keep some of those stones and take them back to Nigeria where you see your criminal politicians, stone them. And see if your prayer no go be answered. All right. See, Shemo will put bet into that one. If all of you begin to pray against the physical evil spirits, your criminal politicians, and you begin to go physical with them, and you begin to use the stone you are using to stone a shaitan in Mecca, you begin to stone these criminal politicians on your street when you see them, you will begin to have electricity. You will be surprised. Your prayers, all the prayer for make the security come, insecurity, corruption, all your prayers will be answered within 2 years. 2 years. Every answer will be answered. Yes. Because any politician will go home now. A politician that goes home, that dresses out like that, coming to your street to come and tell you that forget about all the things I've told you before. Now I'm telling you a new thing. You should trust me this time. I'm going to be different this time. With all the Agbada and their wives and everything. If you can stone all of them and they have to go back home in bandage. They can go back home in bandage, red bandage like this. When their colleagues see them, they will be like, oh, did you see the head of Senate? Did you see Senator Akwabioli? The break his head to new. He was there, wanted to share Okada. Then beat him, they nearly burn him. You will be surprised. Your electricity will begin to work. Your roads will be better. Your hospitals will begin to spring up. You will be surprised that all those fasting and prayer, this or that, and this grammar where they talk now, all of that, they won't matter anymore. You will be surprised. But if you are still paying 5 million, 10 million to go and stone somebody or stone imaginary spirit in Mecca, you will come back to the real spirit, the one that will make sure that you don't have electricity. Your children are not safe in their schools, or their own teachers are not paid. Your hospitals are completely, deathbeds, right? Your doctors are not paid. The policemen continue to be local terrorists who will continue to shoot at you. All the abnormalities will continue. You can go to Jerusalem or Rome or Mecca or Medina or everywhere. Go and do all of that. When you come back, you will meet the real spirits, the real criminals, the real evil spirits. They are there waiting for you. Some of them, they with you for Mecca self. They throw stone for the imaginary shaitan. Others are there with you in Jerusalem, calling on the spirit of the Jews and the rest of them to come and rescue you in Nigeria. When you return back there, you go meet the local spirits, the ones that have been tormenting you, the local establishment. There's no two way about it, just so you know. Okay. I know some of you have been trying to call in, but I'm so deep into what I was saying there. So I'll keep the line open now. Okay. Now we'll take 1 or 2 calls or so. Just and yes, there's one more I want to say. You've been seeing that of the obedient in Edo. There's something you should know, okay? And that is there are those that somehow, it will like say they didn't really expect all of you, the obedient and your movement, to be that massive, or they themselves to become that what would you call that one again? No, they themselves to become that prominent. Your movement brought up so many so many known young career criminals who were really of that of PDP. But you see, when you were asking Obi to be your PDP to give Obi your ticket, to their ticket, and then Obi left, there were some of them who left with him in that PDP. So today, there are some revelations that these young people, they have taken their dirty behavior, in fact, to an height that the obedient themselves have to kind of do in-house cleaning. Seriously. I'll take this one because I don't take them already. We'll see it later. Hello there.
Yeah, hello. The Mayogu General.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I must thank you for the good work. I must thank you for the good work. You keep on doing it, keep on hammering them. As they refuse not to hear, we must make them hear. They must bow. Because if you don't continue, that means they have already winning and breaking all our wings, even for us, even for the educated ones to hear. But there's one thing I want to tell you. I believe one thing. You see, in Nigeria, we have too much professor, too much educated people, but they are busy doing nothing. If you can listen to Fela music, he say carpenter wey no know in work, na pako e dey. Doctor wey no know in work. You go see people. I still believe that till today, some people will go to TV and tell Nigerians we're over 200 million, we're 200 million. Where did they get this record? Please, where did they get this record? When we never see, look at what happened in the election, where they say 98 million people, PVC. During the election, when they do the election, how many people did they? Is it not 28 million?
Less than 26 million.
Less than 26 million. Why are they deceiving us? They every time, you see, any foundation, even is written in their Bible, this Bible, where they go for Jerusalem, whatever. Because me, I believe that if we can remove Quran and the Bible, Nigeria will be a better place to stay. But because of
TikTok, my people on TikTok also know about Sky Daddy. They've been shouting Sky Daddy on TikTok now. It's Sky Daddy. As you are talking, go on.
Okay. So now if you remove these two weapon, they arm Nigeria with. If you remove it, you will see that Nigeria will be a better place to stay. Now, see, look at in Europe where we're doing, and I have kids here, man. If they grow here, they can contest and become governor, councillor, whatever. Nobody will ask them, where did you come from? Where they know that their father is a foreigner, but they are being born here. Now that is what they want to know. Not for Nigeria. If you come from, if I was born and brought up in Edo State, I can never be anything in Edo State unless I go to my father. Where is it done? Where is it done? All this professor.
That's why they also want you to agree that Nigeria is one. Sure, you get.
Which one?
On one hand,
Which one?
we are one. All of us are one. Let us stop all these things we are saying. We are all one. We are one. Well, so you just mentioned something now. Everybody will agree with you. Say it's true, Sha. It's true.
That's why I said all these people listening to their TVs, listening to their radio, they should shut up their mouth. They should stop telling us that we're 200 million. If you count Nigeria, if they count Nigeria head by head, you will see Nigeria is not up to 100 million. All these things are lies upon lies upon lies. It's upon lies upon lies because of.
Now, this is not even me and you disagreeing, just disagreeing, okay? There is no evidence that Nigeria is 200 million. No evidence of it anywhere.
I get this thing before now. Do you know the last time they do census in Nigeria? Do you know? Do you know the last? Like no, 2006. Now be the last time they do census.
Yeah.
That is the last time, and
that see, one, by the way, where Fashola did his own. AD governors did their own. Some northern governors did their own. They rejected the NPC figure. Remember?
Thank you. Now, that is where I'm coming to. Now, you see, all these things they did is political manipulated census. Now, do you know why they never allow ENN, what is the national identification? Yes. Do you know why?
Identification number, I think it's called.
Yes. Please, Mayogo, I will beg you to. Please, Mayogo, I will beg you to use one day to educate people the importance of that. Do you know? Do you know why they never get it to every Nigerian? It's because of political manipulation. Now that is why this is never working in Nigeria, brother. Let me tell you that last census where they did in Nigeria. They just go for house. They ask you how many on a day. They just mark. They just write anything where they like. Now, since that time, they keep on telling you that if a professor go to TV, say Nigeria is over 200 million, a minister will come. They will just be the writing. Nigeria is 100 million. Nigeria is 150 million. Nigeria, I beg, please. In Europe here, where me and you live, if you born Pekin, as soon as you born Pekin, you go to civil office. You write, they write the name, write the day, time, and everywhere when they born. They put them into their national census. This thing. There's no time Europe will get time to the count person. They count people one by one. No, there's no way. That is why I say Nigeria Foundation is built with lies. And these criminals never wanted us to know what is happening. Every time the Northerners will be telling us they are more than us, they are more than us. Now, what of our Southern brothers, foolish Southern brothers? What of them? What are they doing?
Because they what are they doing? No, they believe that the bigger the land, the bigger the population. And in geography, right? In geography, which I read a part, I didn't do much, right? They say that describing countries, okay? They say when countries start from the north, it's always scanty from the north. And as you are approaching the south, the savannah, which is mostly a little bit kind of, more crowded. The southern part of every country is more crowded. I live in the north.
Yes.
I live in the north here now. Scotland is northern part of UK. And the further north you go in this country, the scantier it becomes. That's how you're going to keep going.
Yes, you're right.
Sure, you get.
Yes, you're right.
If you keep going down south now, for example, if I'm going to England, from England, and I'm going to France, and I'm going like that, I'm going to be going to some island there, right, that are far off from the whole north here. Like you're going to, Iceland and the rest of them behind us.
Yeah.
Sure, you get. Now, for somebody where they like what they say, they are more populated than people in England. Abba.
Okay, that is what is happening in Nigeria. But I want to shock you people. I pray this Tinubu regime, say the Obi don't show us, say all the whole establishment in Nigeria is dead, is gone and dead. Nothing. Even if you bring Jesus Christ, unless Jesus Christ, they careful. If he's not teaching his wife and then
no sugar. There's no magic here. Okay. If you bring Muhammad, if you bring Jesus to Nigeria, then go fail. I'll say both. Whoever want to be offended, offended. Because it's true.
Okay, Yes, okay, okay. Now, the only thing I want to shock people in Nigeria, I was telling my people, say this thing technology, say criminals, they don't know technology is coming. In now, you can't tip anybody in Europe anymore without if you are not a technological advance, you can never tip anybody. That technology is hitting Nigeria very fast that they don't know. In next election, what our people will be telling everybody, both people working in INEC, now we will have to do thumbprint election. Thumbprint, anything you are going to do is by a thumbprint, because in Europe, you can't change nobody thumbprint. That is why INEC fell. That is why this election, say that PVAS where they bring, it worked. But because of the criminal,
in the middle of
yes, they have to compromise. Yes,
they
they have to
to keep running
compromise.
like that. It was game over. It was game over.
Yes, it was a game over. But now they have shoot themselves on the leg, because the next election, there's no way you can boycott anything. There's no way you can do what they did, because the computer has not been signed.
My brother is giving himself some encouragement because of encouragement. Please don't. Okay. Let me remind you something. Let me remind you of something. Okay. You see, when you do something that you know that, like you said, technology right now, yeah, technology is going to make it difficult to rig, of course. These ones, they can like they compromised it last time, they can remove the entire thing entirely and say, okay, we brought it, Abi. Okay, we are not using it. Then these criminals make law, Baba. The law says they must use BVN. I mean, sorry, BVAS. They must use what's our IREF, okay? However, the same people will go make law, we say they go use them, they must use them. Nobody knew that under that same electoral act, it says using it is at the discretion of INEC. Nobody saw that. It was finally there like that, right? Even though everybody shouting, BVAS, everything, IREF, you get. But inside that same their useless law, they put it there. They said, using it, any technology introduced, using it must be at the discretion and decision of INEC. If they decided that we're not using it again, Nigeria is so useless that no amount of money they put. So I don't know if you think another election would then make it difficult for them, but they are the one who write the rules. Let's say you don't give yourself this encouragement, like this guy feels trapped themselves. So I just thought I should tell you, it's not going to happen.
No, but
continue.
But what I want to tell everybody that is listening, I know like the way Nigeria is. That's why me and you are crying. But if we can get genuine people, Nigeria is a big market. If you import just only sellotape in Nigeria, you'll be a multi-millionaire.
That's right.
Because of the corruption and because of the people where they there are bent hand, even forget the elite where they thief money, even the mini ones, they leave them there, man. Leave them there, man. Now my person
the first person. Leave them.
Okay, could you imagine one pastor came to Europe and told somebody, me and you, where they here, say somebody enter toilet from France, from Germany, he appear in France, he appear in Germany. I don't know how you take now. Can you imagine the kind of level of illiteracy of blockhead where Nigeria get? Now the same pastor.
Me, I think saying that superstitious world that they born us into. Things are so conditioned that superstition actually is meaningful to us. If you tell somebody, you talk now superstition, they will fight you. They will say, you don't have faith. Because you don't have faith, that's why you're talking like this. It's not superstition. You know that now? I think it's
yes, you are right.
It's so sad though.
You are right. Do you know, because of this, now some people are defending this man, they are pastor, they are this thing, they are the other one. Now the thing now in the key Nigeria, look at Nigeria. Tinubu thief, where they catch for America. Akpabio thief, where they catch, where they say off your mic. Shatima, vice president, where the terrorists,
thief as well.
where the terrorists, The chief of staff of Nigeria is a thief again, a thief. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, a criminal, a
retired one.
Where are we going? A retired criminal. Where are we going? Where are we going? And nobody is talking about all this thing. Now, this what they call APC chairman, they show them where they load money. Gandola, they show them where they load money. See, today, all the whole Nigeria has forget. Even I said they give us forgetting syndrome. Nobody they remember all the things. If we don't pass, nobody they remember.
Yesterday, the court said nobody must talk about that Gandola video again. And it must not be prosecuted. It must not be tried.
No,
Nigeria
Court
ruled yesterday. You can't talk about it anymore. They will arrest you. You can't.
Nigeria.
If no, why don't I see anything good in that place? And I'm like, are you being serious now? Yeah? Like, Baba, I don't be religious, okay? But I do understand faith. You know, when you talk about having faith in something and the rest of that, sure you get. How could anybody convince me, okay, that their prayer is so good that you have criminals who are making decisions that are affecting millions of lives? You are seeing them. Or you are believing that your prayers can change their mind to do good for you. How can anybody convince me that way and say their own prayer is so this or that? That's why I don't believe in all of this.
Yeah.
I said, don't bring God, don't bring religion to politics. We are dealing with criminals. Do not come around and begin to throw God around it. We are dealing with criminals. Let's deal with them as criminals. You know? Thank you so much.
I must thank you for giving me this opportunity to express my views and otherwise. Thank you, and God bless every listeners. We have to work hard and we'll continue working hard. Thank you very much.
God bless you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, okay? Yes, the line is opened again because I know somebody was trying to get through earlier, but they just felt like, well, Mayegun said people who call in on this one can talk as long as they want until we believe somebody else should come on. So yeah, I do have another caller anyway. Hello there.
Yeah, Mayegun, good morning. This Irok. What's going on?
Did you say Arod?
Hello.
Irok now?
Irok.
I was like, no.
Irok. Yeah.
How are you doing this morning,
Irok. So I say make I call in and chip in my own view.
Nice one.
As usual, man. Well, I mean, you see this APC, you see that word, do you know that anywhere I make comments, they say, do you watch Mayegun? Do you watch Mayegun? I said, that's this thing for them.
Yes.
Anyway, anywhere I make that comment, all of them, they know where I'm coming from. They want to know.
Watch Mayegun, or are you one of them? I say,
yes.
So, Agio.
Yes, I said, I'll be one of them.
Bless you.
So, I mean, all these things, any government where life food for their mouth, they can never go anywhere because one, they don't even know, they are just good for nothing. Those places, they are not qualified to be in those positions, first and foremost. Because one, they are rogue, because there's no way a criminal who didn't go to school or somebody who did not, see 4 walls of university, even if they see, but those ones are the ones that carry expo to write the exam. So what do you think that they will think of that will give us that promised land that everybody are talking about? Because people who supposed to build that country, all of them, they have run away now. Everybody have run away because somebody who
also have the same mindset. They have been made incapable to have the resources to gain that power ever. They've incapacitated a lot of them there.
Yeah, Mayegun, let me tell you, in Nigeria, there are 2 different breeds in Nigeria. Those ones that suffer, like you and I, that suffer, to make living.
Yes.
We want things to be straight.
Yes.
But those ones that suffers more, but they carry expo to qualify themselves. They will cater to those criminal, to use criminality to gain their way. Even if they are in foreign land or they are back in Nigeria. Yes, they want, yeah. So that's the two kind of people we have in Nigeria. Because you and I that suffer, we know this, yeah, this thing is black and white. When we see it is black, we'll say it's black. When we see it's white, we'll say it is white. So you cannot compare us with those kind of people here now. Because I see them, even in diaspora here, I see them. But once they talk, I know where they are coming from. I'll say, well, and those kind of people, I don't mix up with them here because they praise their master. I'm not, because if it is you say you are the only a solo one man war in one man mopo. Yeah. Because everything you do for yourself, you know that everything you have been doing, you have never offended anybody, you have not trampled anybody, you have never played any wayo on anybody. So that is why you can able to stand for anybody's face and talk whatever thing you want to talk, because you know that everything you are making it legit. It's a legit thing you are doing. I mean, you have never.
You know what they say now? They say if you are the type we like to argue, if you are the type who say you like to talk, then you must make sure, right, that you are not the same person who finds solace or comfort in inequities. Inequities is like saying, I can't talk about all these horrible things, but I'm actually like a very, very horrible person myself, right? It doesn't work that way. Sure, you get, or else, right? The bubble go bust one day, and the whole house will come crashing. So if you want to come to equity,